Good morning, everybody. I'm so excited to see you, and I can't wait to read you a book about the very first day of school for a student. Now, this book is called Elizabeti's School, and it's written by Stephanie Stuve-Bodeen, and it's illustrated by Christy Hale. What do you think about that picture? You think they go to our school? Maybe they're someplace else? And these students are someplace else. They're in another country, and it's called Tanzania. It's on the continent of Africa. Elizzaabetti has some mixed feelings about school. She's very excited to be there and to go. But then sometimes we have more than one feeling. Sometimes we can be very excited and can't wait to do something, but we can also be a little bit scared about doing something new. So let's listen and see what happens when Elizzaabetti has her very first day at school. Elizzabetti's school. Ooh. Everybody looks like they're wearing their uniforms. They're all ready to get in line, go inside the school. Now, it was Elizzabetti's very first day at school. She tried to sit still while Mama braided her hair, but it was hard. She fidgeted. She was very excited. Mama finished, and Elizabeti jumped up. She twirled around in her new school uniform. She bent down to feel the smooth surface of her shiny new shoes. No more bare feet! Elizabeth smiled. School must surely be a very special place. It was still too early to leave for school, so Elizabeti wanted to play with the cat. Mushi. Elizabeti held a string for Mushi to chase, like she did every day, but this time Mushi did not want to play. Finally, it was time to go. Elizabeti waved goodbye to Moshi. She hugged her rock doll, Eva, and her baby sister, Flora. She let her little brother, Obadi, give her a sloppy kiss. Now, look at that. She has a rock wrapped up in a blanket, and that is her doll. Ava is a rock doll. Then Mama patted Elizabeti on the head and told her and her older sister, Pando, to be good as they headed out the door. Oh, look at the expression on Elizabeti's face. I'm not sure she feels as happy right now. What do you think? Let's see what's going on in this one. At first, Elizabeti walked very fast, but she slowed down as they neared the school. There were boys and girls everywhere, laughing and yelling and singing. All the noise made Elizabeti feel shy. She looked back the way they had come and wished she had stayed home. Have you ever felt like that? A little bit afraid to keep going, but someplace that you really wanted to be? I know I have. But then Elizabeti's friend Rahali grabbed her hand and led her over to a group of girls kneeling on the ground. They were playing Machara, a game with rocks. Elizabeti smiled. She liked to play with rocks. Elizabeti watched as Rahali dug a small hole and filled it with stones. Then Rahali threw a rock into the air and with the same hand picked out a stone from the hole. Again, with the same hand, she caught the rock before it hit the ground. She must be good at this game. The next time she picked up 2 stones and then 3. Elizabeti had started to dig her own hole when the teacher called them in. Oh, she looks like she is studying and learning. Wow. She looks like she's very intense. She's paying lots of attention. Elizabeti filed inside with the others. She sat on the bench near the front. The teacher began telling them all the things they would do, but Elizabeti had trouble paying attention. She wondered if Flora missed playing with her or if Mama needed her help cleaning the rice. The other children started to copy the letters the teacher had written on the blackboard. Elizabeti started to copy them too, but she couldn't help wondering if Obadi wanted her to take him for a walk or if Ava was feeling lonely, sitting in a corner all by herself at home. Remember, Ava's her doll. Elizabeti wondered if they missed her. She was certainly missing them. After their lessons, the children went outside. Some of the older boys played the drums while the girls danced. Elizabeti didn't know the dance, but one of the older girls took her hand and showed her what to do. Elizabeti liked it so much she didn't want to stop when it was time to go inside again. Back in the schoolroom, the teacher taught Elizabeti and the other young children how to count to 5. Moja, Mobli, Tatu, Ni, Tano. After a few times, Elizabeti could say the words on her own. Oh, look, her teacher looks very nice. They're working together in the schoolroom while the students are working behind them. Ooh, that looks like fun. Later, the teacher read a story. After that, school was over. Elizabeti and her classmates stayed to work in the school garden. Elizabeti helped to pick onions and tomatoes. When we get back to school, we have a school garden, and you can help with that garden too. On the walk home, Elizabeti's new shoes started to hurt. So she took them off. The dirt was warm and felt wonderful on the bottom of her feet. Oh, how many of you like to go barefoot? I love to go barefoot. Feels so good on my feet in the grass. At home, Elizabeti was glad to see everyone, and she hugged them all. She changed into her old clothes, which Mama had washed and dried. They were warm from the sun and felt much softer against her skin than the stiff new school clothes. Oh, look. They're giving that baby a bath. Elizabeti helped with the rest of the afternoon chores, played with Eva and Obadi, and helped Mama give Flora a bath. Elizabeti was so happy to be home, she decided she didn't want to go back to school tomorrow. Look at the smile on her face. She is having a great time. Elizabeti went to find her cat. She looked almost everywhere for Moshi, and then Mama finally called for her. Elizabeti ran to the house. Mama was on her knees by Elizabeti's bed, smiling, and Obadi was jumping up and down beside her. What do you think is under the bed? You think it's Moshi? I think it's Moshi too. Oh my. Elizabeti peeked under the bed. Moshi was curled up sleeping, but she wasn't alone. Tucked beside her were several tiny newborn kittens. Elizabeti knew better than to disturb them, but just then she thought of something. She pointed to each kitten and said, Moja, Mabli, Tatu, Ne, Tuna. Mama was surprised and hugged her. Elizabeti knew how to count. That night, Elizabeti counted the kittens for Baba and wrote some letters in the dirt to show what she had learned at school. Mama and Baba were very proud. Her home looks quite different than ours because she lives in a country called Tanzania. It's a long way away. Pingo and Elizabeti danced, and they all laughed when Obadi tried to copy them. He's trying hard. It looks like they're having a great time. Elizabeti started to show Mama how to play Machura, but was surprised that Mama already knew and was very good at it. They played until it was time to go to sleep. Elizabeti climbed into bed and held Ava close. She's got her doll right there. She looked at her pretty school clothes hanging nearby the doorway. She thought about how good it felt to show Mama and Baba the new things she had learned. Elizabeti shut her eyes and listened to Moshi's steady purring as a kitten mewed every now and then. Elizabeti decided that she would give school another try, but home was surely the best place to be. So how many of you feel like that? That school's good, but home is where I'm safe. I love my home. So we're going to do some more lessons. And one of the things that I want you to do today is draw some of your feelings. So what were some of the feelings that Elizabeti had? She was happy. She was excited. She felt shy. So what's another feeling that we have? Who can tell me a feeling that they have right now? Maybe it's a little bit scared. Sometimes I am. So what would I do if I was going to put a picture of somebody who's a little scared? Let's see. First, I'm going to write the word scared. Scared. Ska. Aired. Aired. Scared. Scared. How about that? We can break it apart and sound it out, can't we? Scared. Okay, let me draw my circle for my head. How about if I put it right here? Now, would the eyes be like this maybe? Let's see. Let's make our eyes. The two eyes. And I'm going to put little bitty eyeballs in there. Little bitty ones. And then I'm going to put, what's that, a squiggly mouth? What do you think? Does that squiggly mouth look scared? Let me make it darker. He looks a little scared, doesn't he? So we've got happy. Everybody's happy every once in a while, and you can tell by the smiles and the bright eyes. And then we've got excited. Oh, I'm so excited. We've got shy. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Maybe. Maybe somebody will help me. That's kind of shy. And scared. Ah! So, I want you to think of some feelings that you have. Maybe you might feel a little scared. Maybe you might feel a little happy, excited. I know I am happy and excited to see you, and I can't wait to see you again. I love you, and I'll see you later. This is Miss Holthauser.